In this lecture, we will see what is QPSK or quadrature Phillips key. So we have already seen BPSK. So in BPSK, we have the two bits, that is either 0 or 1. Corresponding to binary 0, you will transmit one symbol S1 of t. Corresponding to 1, you will transmit another symbol S2 of t. But in QPSK, the main difference is instead of transmitting 1 bits per symbol, here 2 bits are transmitted per symbol. So you will be having 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So corresponding to this, you will be transmitting 1 symbol. That is corresponding to 2 bits, you are going to transmit 1 symbol. Okay, so 2 bits means you are having 2 raised to 2, that is 4 combinations, or corresponding you have 4 symbols. So each of the symbols take the carrier pi by 4, 3 pi by 4, 5 pi by 4 or 7 pi by 4. So we see the expression for the transmitted signal. So the transmitted signal Si of t is represented as root of 2e by t cos of 2 pi fct plus 2i minus 1 into pi by 4. So the expression is almost same as that of BPSK. Only difference you can notice here is here it is e by t. There in the case of BPSK you will be having EB by TB. That is the only difference, because EB is a bit energy and TB is the bit duration. But in the case of QPSK, 2 bits are transmitted per symbol. Okay, so your symbol duration, T represents a symbol duration and E represents a symbol energy. So the symbol duration in the case of QPSK is 2 times TB, since 2 bits are transmitted in for one symbol. Okay, corresponding to one symbol, you are transmitting 2 bits. Now, you can see, as we have seen that there are 2 bits, so 2 raised to 2, so you are having 4 symbols. So the I ranges from 1 to 4, because you are having 4 symbols. I ranges from 1 to 4. So you just substitute in this expression I equal to 1 to 4. So when you substitute I equal to 1, you will get S1 of t. So you have S1 of t is root 2e by t into cos 2 pi fct. You substitute I equal to 1. I equal to 1 means 2 minus 1, that is 1 pi by 4. So you will be having cos 2 pi fct into pi by 4. Substitute I equal to 2, you will be getting 3 pi by 4. Substitute I equal to 3, you will be getting 5 pi by 4. I equal to 4, you will be getting 7 pi by 4. So these are the 4 symbols which are having phase such as pi by 4, 3 pi by 4, 5 pi by 4 and 7 pi by 4. So this is the transmitted symbol in the case of a QPSK. Now the above expression, that is here you have a term cos A plus B. Just see the previous expression, that is this is your expression for the transmitted symbol. There you have a term cos A plus B. So cos A plus B, I can apply the trigonometric identity, that is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. So I can apply this trigonometric identity and I can rewrite the expression like this. So just see root of 2e by t, that is common to both. Then cos A plus B is cos A into cos B. So this is my A and this is my B. Cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. So you can rewrite the expression like this. Now we have to draw the signal space diagram of this QPSK. So in order to draw the signal space diagram, first you have to find out which are the bases. Okay, you have to represent the symbols in terms of basis functions. So here you have seen this is an expression for my transmitted symbol, and in this if I take the carrier, that is cos 2 pi fct into this root of t by t as my first basis function phi 1. Similarly, from this I take root of 2 by t into sin 2 pi fct, that is my second basis function phi 2. Okay, so here I have 2 basis functions, so you can represent it using a 2-dimensional space. So in order to represent this signal, you will be having phi 1t and you have the another basis function phi 2t. In BPSK, you are having only one basis function. So you are having two basis function and total you are having 4 number of symbols. Okay, so this 4 number of symbols you represent in this two-dimensional space. Now you have to represent these points in this two-dimensional space. For that you have to find out the message points. So we know I equal to 1 to 4, there are 4 message points. So corresponding signals you can represent it as a vector. So you just see this expression, you take the basis, remaining term, that is this is the basis phi 1. Okay, so the remaining term root t into cos this will be the component of the ith signal along the first basis function. Okay, so I can write the signal vector as root t into cos 2a minus 1 into pi by 4. That is a component of the ith signal along first basis function, that is si1. Similarly, since it is a two-dimensional, you have the component along the second basis function. So this is my second basis function. Then the remaining term root t into sine 2a minus 1 into pi by 4. Root t into, that is you have a sign minus here. So minus root t into sine 2a minus 1 into pi by 4 is a component of the ith signal along the second basis function. So this I can represent it as a vector. Okay, so here this I actually varies from 1 to 4. That is we are having 4 symbols. We are having total 4 symbols. And you know each of this point is represented in this two-dimensional space. Okay, so S1 corresponding to S1 you will be having S11 and S12. That is component of the first signal along the first basis function along the second. Similarly S2, S21, S22. Okay, similarly you have total 4 signals. Now you have to draw the signal space characteristics. For that first you write down the phase. So you have total 4 phase, pi by 4, 3 pi by 4, 5 pi by 4 and 7 pi by 4. Okay, now you draw this. So you have this is your signal, this is your signal vector. So signal vector is root t into cos 2a minus 1 into pi by 4 and minus root t into sine 2a minus 1 into 5 by 4. So this is a component along the first basis function phi 1 and this is a component along the second basis function phi 2. Okay, now in order to find the coordinate of the message point, what you have to do is you have to substitute I equal to 1 in this. I equal to 1, you will get the first coordinate point. I equal to 2, you will get the second coordinate point. I equal to 3, you will get the third, and I equal to 4, you will get the fourth coordinate point. Okay, now when you substitute I equal to 1, you will be having cos of 2a minus 1 into pi by 4. So you will be getting cos pi by 4 root t into cos pi by 4 and minus root t into sine pi by 4. So just see this is our quadrants, and you have this pi by 4. You consider this as my 0. So this will be pi by 4. This will be 3 pi by 4 and this will be 5 pi by 4 and this will be 7 pi by 4. So when you substitute I equal to 1, you will be get cos pi by 4 and sine pi by 4. Okay, so you have root t into cos pi by 4. Cos pi by 4 and sine pi by 4 is having the value 1 by root 2. So root t into cos pi by 4 means 1 by root 2 into root t, that is root t by 2, and minus root t into sine pi by 4 is minus root t by 2. So this will be a first message points. Now to find out the second message points, that is at 3 pi by 4. So when you get 3 pi by 4, when you substitute I equal to 2, I equal to 2, you will get 3 pi by 4. So in 3 pi by 4, you will be getting cos 3 by 4 and sine 3 by 4. You know this is a second quadrant. You know the all silver T cups rule. All silver T cups. So in the second quadrant, sine is the only positive one. So sine is positive. So you will be having minus root t into 1 by root 2. So here you will be having minus root t by 2. Then what about cos here? Cos is negative. So you will be having root t into minus root 1 by 2. Okay, so you will be having minus root t by 2. Then you substitute I equal to 3. I equal to 3, what you get is 5 pi by 4. So 5 pi by 4, here only tan is positive. So both sine and cos are negative here. So you have negative of and here again negative of. So negative of root e by 2. Here again negative of negative means positive of root e by 2. Now you substitute I equal to 4. I equal to 4, you will be having cos 7 pi by 4 and sin 7 pi by 4. So in this quadrant, all silver teacups. Cosine is only positive. So cosine is positive means you will be having plus root e by 2. So sine in this quadrant is negative. So negative of negative. So you will be having positive root e by 2. So this is the coordinate. Now you represent the input debit. Why I call it as debit is I am taking 2 bits at a time. Okay. So in this representation, wherever I have positive values, I represent it by 1, and all the negative values, I represent it as 0. So what will be the debit in the case of pi by 4? Here first bit is positive, so I represent it by 1. Second is negative, so I represent it by 0. So here both are negative, so 0, 0. Here first one negative and second one positive. Here both are positive, so it is 1, 1. This is how you draw the signals, how you write the signal space characteristics. Now you can draw the signal space diagram or the signal constellation. Now you refer this table and you can draw this. So corresponding to pi by 4, you have root e by 2 and minus root e by 2. So corresponding to, this is my pi by 4. So this is my pi by 4. So corresponding to pi by 4, I have root e by 2 and this is minus root e by 2. So this is my phi 1 of t and this is my phi 2 of t. So corresponding to pi by 4, root e by 2 and minus root e by 2. That actually corresponds to symbol 1, 0. So that actually corresponds to symbol 1, 0. So this is my message point 1, 0. Then this is 3 pi by 4. So as we see 3 pi by 4, you just refer the table corresponding to 3 pi by 4. Message point is 0, 0 and both are negative. So you have message point is 0, 0 and here it is minus root e by 2. Here it is again minus root e by 2. Both coordinates are negative. Then you see the next one corresponding to this is 5 pi by 4. Just refer 5 pi by 4. You have 0, 1. First one negative and second one positive. So you have 0, 1. First one is negative, that is phi 1 coordinate is negative and phi 2 coordinate is positive. Now similarly 1, 1 both are positive and 1, 1. So that is how you draw the signal constellation diagram, and you see you divide all these regions into 4. So this actually corresponding to region 1 and again this corresponding to region 2. Region 2 that correspond to the message point 0, 0 and this corresponding to region 3 that corresponding to region 3 that corresponding to message point 0, 1 and like that. This corresponding to region 3 and this one corresponding to last one is corresponding to region 4. This corresponding to region 4. So that is how you draw the signal constellation diagram for a QPSK.